Good morning, everybody. It is about 6:30 a.m. and you can see behind me, everything is packed full. And it is March 9th. My husband and I, he's over in, right next to me in the passenger seat, we are getting ready to go to our first event in Ramsey, Minnesota. And this one is going to be at the Lord of Life Church, but it is a maker's market. So all those things that I spent all day and night doing, we'll see how everything goes, and hopefully I can have enough time to show you the setup and everything. But they didn't have like a night before setup, so we'll see how everything goes. It's just a one-day show, so we're not expecting a huge number, but hopefully it exceeds our expectations, and I'll share with you as we go, hopefully, and then afterward. All right, we'll see you at the event.
Wake me up when you get there.
So there we are driving, and I had to use my iPhone. Hopefully it's not too bumpy because we forgot our Osmo, and so I did have to detach any noise or audio. It's just not as good quality. But there we are driving into the community center at in Ramsey, Minnesota for a one-day show from 10 to 3. It was at the Community Life Center in a big gymnasium, and you can take a look inside. The organizers had all of the numbers there, and we got our numbers in advance. It's a 10 by 10 space, but you can see there's going to be 100 plus. There's also artists and other people, creators outside along in the hallways as well. So it looked like it was going to be a pretty big turnout. The good sign of an event is that there are several people participating in them. And of course there's always add-ons, dropouts, things like that. So there's our shelving that's portable and fits in our SUV. We got them off Amazon, and they just fold up and collapse down. Very nice. The top part flips over. And just makes things much easier for setup. We do put lights underneath for better display, and then I had to get a butt shot because my husband's setting up the grid wall right there. And mine takes a long time to set up because I have such little individually packaged things, but you can see we have our lighting going, and keychains are out. I still have some ornaments left, and then my individual shelving, and you're going to see some pricing. But there's all my handmaids, all the pastry cases, everything that I had been working on that you've been seeing on YouTube for me creating during my 30-day series. There's my husband's 3D prints, and he has a lot of his own originals. I have 3 earring stands. But yeah, you can see there's several people, and some are still getting set up. But there was a big rush right around, I would say, like lunchtime, and then it just kind of trickled in. We didn't do too well during the morning part. It was maybe like 1 to 2. Like every hour. It's 12:17 right there on the clock, but then we had to get some snacks and some food, and it did pick up, I would say, like between 1 and 2 o'clock before it got quiet again. So that was our first day. We at least made our table back, and then a little bit after that, but it wasn't a huge amount. Okay, we are back in the car. Our event is over. It went from 10 to 3 p.m. and I would say it was kind of a slow event, but it was a short amount of time to get everything done in. There was like a huge surge that came in like right before lunch, but for us it was only a couple sales, and then it wasn't until after lunch that we had like a few people who did buy a bunch of like sets and pieces. So kind of spread out, but kind of slow today. So for our first event, it was just kind of like a warm-up, and hopefully our next event on the 23rd will be better. But yeah, at least we had something planned, so that we had a goal to at least make some pieces and get ready for the start of the year, because it's only gonna increase, and the population that's coming is only going to increase as well. So we are all done. It is about 4:32, so it took us about an hour to tear down, and I was so busy I didn't have time to film. But yes, so 2024 start was all good. All right, goodbye. All right, thank you everybody for watching, and I know this was really short, but I'm hoping that I can capture more events, and we have a surprise event that actually popped up for next Saturday before our other event that I mentioned. So follow along and you'll see some more, and hit that button. Thank you.